Welcome back to the 504 Core Podcast. We're here with Jaques Brechtel again. UFC 308 recap, and then we're going to do a little fight night preview for tomorrow night as well. Broken hearts. I don't know what else to say about that card. How would you describe that card?
It kind of just brought reality to me in terms of like, these guys are getting old. And I'm not saying that here's the thing, Robert and Halloway, they've lost like 3 times or something. Each time after a loss, they've rebuilt themselves even better. So I'm not doubting that, but boy, I've never seen Max on his back. And no one has.
Yeah.
And yeah, that hurt to look at.
Yeah, no, that was like the last thing you kind of saw coming. I thought he could have actually submitted him before he knocked him out, to be honest with you. Topuria doesn't really have any weaknesses. It seems like, he's probably the most well-rounded fighter there is in the UFC. I remember, do you remember when he fought Ryan Hall? Do you remember that fight?
Yeah. That I remember that because Ryan Hall was doing that to everybody. And it was just like, yeah, no, not now, not here.
Yeah. Son. He kept trying to rolling his legs. Yeah, it was a disaster. But I was like, oh, this guy's
jiu-jitsu. They were talking shit. Dana wasn't talking shit, but the reporters were like, "What do you make of that whole thing? Huh? Like, that didn't really work out for us." Like, well, look, it's worked out every time up to this point. So,
are you talking about Ryan Hall?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Ryan Hall is just pure jiu-jitsu, like literally nothing else. It's like watching a Gracie fight. Like,
he did that to Robbie Lawler successfully.
Yeah. When was that fight?
I can't even remember. Let me just make sure I'm saying that right. But continue on the.
Yeah. Did you watch the undercard at all or no?
Yeah, I watched Myktybek fight.
Myktybek fight?
Myktybek, Orolbai, I don't know. Myktybek, I think, is what. I think that's how you actually say his name. The dude from I think Mongol. He looks like an early human, but he's a fan favorite actually. And I mean, the dude, did you watch that fight?
Which one?
The Myktybek versus I can't even remember the other dude's name. But it was a banger. Like I was watching with my brother, and he was, he don't watch UFC or anything at all, and even he was like reeled in. He lost by decision, but he was he was the first fight I think I didn't get right. What was his name?
Dude, we nailed the undercard.
Yeah, Rebecca. Matus Rebecca beat him, and it was a banger. Matus definitely beat him. But Orolbai, man, there were, a few times where DC, that's it. And honestly, I was the same way, but man, he just kept getting back up. It was awesome. I've already seen some nice Instagram edits on it.
Yeah, dude, why does DC always jump the gun so fast? I don't understand it. The amount of times I've heard him, oh, that's it, he's tapping or whatever, and it's like,
usually he's not too far off, but yeah, that was.
I'd say it's 50-50 at this point, honestly.
Oh my God, I'm an idiot. That was on BJ Penn. Why did I say Robert All? Because I was like, that was the same weight class. Like, there's no way. But yeah, it was BJ Penn. That was when BJ Penn was like 58. Shout out Mike Tyson and Jake Paul.
I can't wait. We can get to that if you want. But yeah, no, we picked. I think we were we missed one fight on the undercard.
Yeah.
And then don't ask us about the main card. But yeah, no, Topuria winning. It is what it is. Who's next for Topuria? Conor.
I mean, he could. Yeah.
Did you see that? Did you see that tweet? Yeah. Anytime someone wins a belt, Conor's like, oh, 155, 180, heavyweight.
Volk walked into the ring. And, he does, Topuria said he'd give him the next shot because, he defended his title 7 times. He deserves that rematch. But Volk. I don't see him coming out of that one with the momentum that Topuria's got.
Well, isn't he fighting Lopez now? Did you see that?
I hope so. I mean, you can give Volk the winner of that. Or do you let Volk fight again? Does he want to fight again?
No,
Not like he has to retire.
Volk's fighting Diego Lopez. I think it's like all but confirmed,
Oh,
if not confirmed. Yeah.
and then
Yeah, I
that
think
that
that
winner
came out
winner that
recently.
takes the title.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, Volk's considered what top two greatest featherweight of all time. I mean, you could
Yeah,
say Max, you could say Volk. I mean, Max did a lot.
Volk
Volk
has it
beat
over Matt. I mean, the Aldo.
Yeah, Aldo. I mean, I
And
would
then
say
you
top
got
three.
and then you got the Conor people. I'll tell you this
No.
though, 145 is a great division in terms of the people who came and went in there. I mean,
Yeah.
Dustin Poirier fought in there.
Yeah, no, 45ers and 55ers has been pretty amazing. Yeah, I mean, you always got the I don't think Jan's gonna go, or not Jan, Marab's gonna go up. I don't think that's gonna happen. If O'Malley somehow gets the claim again, he could go up. I mean,
O'Malley's
there's a
not
lot of
fighting Topuria. O'Malley should know better after that performance. Just don't.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what's next for O'Malley, but yeah, I mean, there's some options. I think Volk Lopez, the winner of that, will probably get a title shot, and then after that, like, I guess you could kind of look towards like a double champ of either Topuria going up or someone
No,
from 35
I'm
going
tired.
up.
I'm glad you brought this up. I'm tired of that shit. Drake is already talking about it. I don't want to fucking hear it anymore. Everybody's jumping the gun. Double champ this, double champ that, and I kind of get it. Maybe because the sport is evolving as a whole, why not do it? But Izzy moved up because he cleaned out the division. I mean, and even still, I mean, you look at it on paper. Whenever the guys decided to move up back in the day, it's like, damn, Izzy even was kind of like early in the running for that. But I don't know. Like Topuria, I mean, he does have an argument because he beat Volk, arguable featherweight goat. He beat Max Holloway, another arguable one, in the same year. Let's say he defends his title again. That's two, but at the end of the day, that's two title defenses. That's 3 wins fresh in our mind. But I think everybody kind of has a recency bias, and everybody just wants 2 belts. And
Yeah,
I think you need to sit there for a while. I mean, Alex is kind of doing it, and we'll get to that in a minute because Bilal out. Who they gonna fucking call? And motherfuckers are trying to look. And I get it. I get the argument. But right after the fight, people were like, "Oh, honestly, Ilia Topuria has an easy run for Fighter of the Year over Alex. I mean, look who Alex is beat and look who
no,
Ilia's beat."
no,
Blah
no,
blah.
no, no.
Okay, great. I get it.
No.
I get it. But then who you gonna call again? Fucking December comes around. God, I hope Ankalaev takes the call because we know fucking Alex will. Holy shit. You gonna talk about fucking Fighter of the Year, Mighty Ilia? Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, no. Ilia doesn't have any claim to that. How many times has Pereira fought this year? Like 3,
He's
4?
defending the title 3 times. He's fought
Yeah,
one more time
no.
than Ilia. And if he fights again in December, dude.
I don't think he even has to fight again
I
to
don't think
lay
so
claim
either.
to
He's
that
fought
either.
3 times and and also Ilia does have 2 knockouts going on. And it's Alec and people they keep saying quality over quantity. Dude, 3 title defenses, go fuck yourself. This is life, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, it goes to my point I've been saying the entire time. Like recency bias in the UFC is probably strong as anyone else in any other sport,
Oh,
honestly.
dude, I mean, after when I was seeing all those tweets, and it wasn't just people, it was stand them up. That's I was like a MMA account that I followed. That dude goes to the press conferences now. He's like a legit MMA journalist, and he's like, I take Ilia as Fighter of the Year. I'm like, dude, come on, serious people are saying this, and it wasn't just him. He's the only one I can think of right now. There was a lot of other legit MMA journalists saying that. It was like, I think y'all really need to take a step back, after a few weeks. Chill the fuck out.
Yeah, no, it's just typical MMA, like recency bias.
And the fight happened mid afternoon, so that wasn't even the next day post fight analysis. It was that day, that night.
Well,
Also,
yeah, I think
Or I'm sorry, after that, I was watching that fight on my phone while everybody's watching college football, and then I kind of just like just sat up and got sad. Like what? I was like, he's on the ground.
No, I think recency bias, and then yeah, it's not good. I always bring up Jamal Hill being a dumbass with him constantly reminding everyone that he got knocked out. So, no, Pereira is definitely the fighter of the year. Even if Topuria somehow fights again before the end of the year,
Dude, yawning after that fight, and then everybody was just me like, yeah, that's how he had you bucking at UFC 300. It's like, dude, you're walking right into him.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think media too. They'll say stuff just to get headlines, so idiots like us talk about them. Yeah, it is what it is. The people will forget about it fairly soon. All right, we'll move on. We'll move on past Topuria. I think he's going to lay claim to that title for a little while. But
yeah,
Whittaker, Chimaev. Oh my God!
Holy shit! Yeah, that was that
was. Dude, that was really bad. I was like, everyone's like, why did he tap so early? And then you see the photos of his jaw. And
dude, I can't. All right, right now, like, talk about nails to a chalkboard for like. I think up until Wednesday, I got over it. I saw that picture and I couldn't unsee it. I would get flashes of it and I would start to I would feel it almost, and it would make me uncomfortable like at work. And it didn't until Wednesday. I was like, okay, I'm finally over that, dude. I kept getting flashes of that picture. That's awful what he did. But what do you think of everybody saying now Khamzat has more claim over the title than Sean Strickland?
What do you mean more? Oh, like the next one up?
He should get the shot, not Sean.
Rightfully so. You could put Sean and Khamzat, but that's not how this world's going to work. It's going to put Sean and then Khamzat after that as the winner.
Here's what I think is going to happen and what should happen. Khamzat. What happened last time he tried to fight Whittaker? He got deathly sick. He got sick a bunch of times. He's like missing weight. Also, we can get to this later. The Abu Dhabi weight bullshit.
What happened? I don't even know. I don't even know this conspiracy theory.
So, all right, I'll just get to that in a second. But apparently, the Shara Magomedov and Khamzat Chimaev had like an extra 2 hours to cut weight.
Did they?
Allegedly, that's what I'm hearing. That's what they're telling me. But Dana White called me. He said, "These fucking these Abu Dhabi." Dude, people like all the MMA journalists were like, "We need to fucking stop having shit in Abu Dhabi," because usually all the Muslim fighters get a little fair care.
Yeah, of course. I mean, what time was it there when they fought? Like, it's
I don't know, but I mean, for us, it was like mid-afternoon.
I don't mind the mid-afternoon fights. I kind of like it in a way.
You call them breakfast fights. I like that.
Yeah. No, I like it better. I like Abu Dhabi fights better in the summer when there's nothing going on, rather than putting it against college football. That's that's a big gripe.
Like exactly. I was watching on my phone while everybody's watching football.
Yeah, that's the only thing that sucks about it. But Abu Dhabi, it's there's the Russians, all these other foreign countries, they always get this kind of advantage. I would say it's more of a home turf kind of thing. It's really interesting.
But yeah, so what should happen? All that shit going on with Khamzat, and that's gonna go on. Give him a little time. Let Strickland and Jaques fight. But I will say this: I do think Khamzat, after that performance, grants him a title shot over, not puttering around, but beating Paulo Costa, stalling him, but just a fucking 25-minute. And then what was he doing in the last fight? Like Sean Strickland talks about how crazy he is and how he goes to war and all this. So I'm not saying he should, but he takes a lot of caution in the fights usually, and he just he volumes guys. He's a volume guy.
Mm-hmm.
But what Khamzat did to Whittaker, could Strickland do that to him? Who really knows? It's too much of a hypothetical, but with that performance, I think it does grant him the right over. But give Khamzat some time. Let Jaques and Sean fight. Doesn't matter who wins the belt. Who they want. They want Khamzat with the belt. They've been wanting him with the belt for a while. Let them fight. Khamzat gets the winner.
Wait, so you're Dana White. You're giving Sean the first crack, and
Give
then just
Sean
let
the first crack. Give Khamzat, some time to, chill. Unless he wants to. I mean, he didn't do a whole lot, last Saturday in terms of like fighting. I mean, obviously he did a lot. He submitted Whittaker, but I'm talking about in terms of physical exertion. He's fresh. I'm sure he could fucking fight again. But you know how Khamzat is, and they might want to take it easy with him. So let Sean fight, and then just give Khamzat the winner. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they're just like, fuck it, let Khamzat jump the line, and then maybe Strickland take the winner.
Yeah. No, I don't think. I think didn't Dana already come out like a couple months ago saying Sean's getting the next one, and like obviously Sean's been pretty vocal about it.
Yeah, he said that before. I think he said that before, last Saturday, before everyone saw what Khamzat can do. I mean, I knew what he could do, but damn. Not
yeah.
Like
no, that was pretty crazy. Just how fast it happened too. I kind of thought.
And we're talking about a dude who fought Yoel Romero and then got taken down twice and stopped every single other one of his takedowns. Robert Whittaker. And then Khamzat just fucking did it in not even 5 minutes.
It was just crazy, like how fast because he tapped fast. I was like, "What the hell?" He didn't even do anything, and then showed the photo of his teeth, and it was a fucking disaster. I was like, "Oh my god!" I mean, how strong is that dude? That dude must be like gorilla strength, like grip. Like it was insane.
Oh no! Let me look up what Paulo said. Paulo had some choice words about
Paulo's top 3 Twitter of all time.
I want to ask UFC to feed. All right, so remember what did he and Chimaev fight? I remember they were scheduled to fight, right?
No, yeah, I think Chimaev has been scheduled to fight everyone on the UFC roster at some point.
Yeah. I won't ask you. It's just a picture. It's a picture of the rankings and Khamzat. He said, "I won't ask UFC to feed me this disconcerted anymore." Huh? Oh, to feed me with this disconcerted anymore. This is gonna happen anyway, and I will receive him graciously. He was lucky enough that Rob gets hit and broke his jaw before he submitted. Parentheses. Rob jaws wasn't broke by squeezing. Only nonsense thought this way. Having said that, I make myself available to UFC business team, Mr. Dana, Mr. Campbell, as well as Mr. Mick to fight anyone from this list by February. So he wants to fight anybody. He took a picture of the whole top 15. He'll fight anybody in there. He don't give a shit. But he does want that Khamzat fight again, obviously. And he also, like I said, he said he didn't break his jaw by the squeezing. It was already broke. Nonsense.
Yeah. Do you think Costa and McGregor call each other before they tweet out? You're like, oh yeah, that's pretty good.
I would love to have like a podcast with them too.
Oh my god.
Could you imagine Costa coked up? It'd be scary.
It would be pretty funny. Secret juice. Sounds like a personal problem. Yes. Yeah. No, that's pretty crazy. I don't know. I don't know what you do at middleweight. I guess you give him Strickland, and then you tell Khamzat to go do whatever and let him chill out, which he loves to do, and then give Khamzat the winner. I mean, I guess that's like the easiest path you could say. For all the
Khamzat jumped the line. Let's look up the UFC. I was looking at I wasn't looking at them. Somebody brought these up in the UFC rankings. They don't make a whole lot of sense. People are arguing that Ilia should be like, number 1 pound for pound right now. Again, mate, chill out, but he should definitely be ahead of John Jones.
Who you think Ilia should be ahead of John Jones?
I mean, in terms of activity, John Jones just has not fought in a long time. We'll see him fight fucking Stipe in a few weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I don't know. What are the pound for pound right now? Is Pereira? If Pereira's not one, let me guess, it's like Islam or some bullshit.
Islam. It's Islam.
Of course.
I disagree with that. I think right now it should easily be Pieta.
I think it should be Pereira, Jones, Islam. Wow, they got Volk 5. Interesting. I guess it really does fall off.
Dude, Pantoja moving up against
no,
Max Holloway because he lost to Ilia is kind of fucking insane.
Oh wait, it's Islam, Pereira, Jones, Topuria, Bilal, Drakus, Marab. Dude, how's Bilal ahead of Drakus?
Dude, this shit doesn't make any sense.
Tom Aspinall, Leon, Volk, Pantoja
Sean
went up
Strickland
one.
is on the pound for pound rankings, which I mean, yeah, it makes sense, but like, it's just wild.
Yeah. Wait, Pantoja. Where's Pantoja?
He's ahead of Max Holloway. Max Holloway just went that. That's fucking crazy.
Well, Pantoja's got the belt. I guess you got to throw a champion in there somewhere.
Shit. I mean, I know he's got the belt, but like, God.
Where's all the women fighters?
Ask yourself that again, but seriously.
Dude, I would put Shevchenko in front of.
Why would they have a women's pound for pound? Do they?
Oh, it says men's. Yeah, I guess there's just not enough dominant women. I mean, Juliana Pena would probably be like
pound for pound. Valentina's up there.
Oh, do they? Where is it? Oh, I see it. It's at the bottom. Okay. Wei Li's 2. Is Wei Li want to fight? When was the last time Wei Li want to fight?
Wei Li is champion.
Is she?
Yes.
Oh yeah, she beat that chick. Okay, shows you how much you pay attention to women's fighting.
I remember there was some weird shit in that fight. Like she had like Jan knocked out or something, like in between rounds, basically, and they still let her fight.
Why don't they do like men and women's pound for pound? Everything else is integrated these days.
Juliana Pena is ranked number 4. She's my favorite fighter.
I love her trash talk. It's the best. Wait, Pena's champ, and then Grasso lost, and she's still ahead of her.
I know they make memes about Bilal looking like the burrito from what's that Seth Rogen movie with the food?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Fucking hot sausage or sausage fest. But man, this fucking picture of him for the champion, he really does look like that burrito in this specific picture.
That burrito is casted for Bilal Muhammad. He looks exactly like him. Yep. Yeah, I don't know, man. Pound for pound. Why aren't they calling us about this?
I'll make you the list right now. Number 1, pound for pound, Parker Porter. Number 2, pound for pound, Chris Barnett. Number 3, Nick Diaz.
Yeah, Nick Diaz. CM Punk right after that.
Yeah.
No, Pereira should be 1. I don't understand.
CM Punk into the MMA, into the UFC Hall of Fame, or we're just gonna have to lobby for that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to lobby for that one. I think Trump said that he's gonna do that on day 1. Yeah.
No, that's CM Punk in the UFC Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I know. He's got my vote on that. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what becomes of all this. But yeah, I think you think John Jones will jump Pereira or Islam if he wins next in 2 weeks or whenever it is.
Yeah, they're gonna put him at pound for pound if he wins. It's funny. He's not in pound for pound. So. Wait, hold on. I gotta see this. All right, Stipe Miocic is ranked 8 in heavyweight. He's not in pound for pound. But like, I was just wanting to say, like, is he even ranked? But kind of sidetrack. How about this guy, Shara Magomedov? Shara Magomedov.
Bullet? What's his name? The Bullet?
What Bullet, dude. That's a fucking motherfucker right there. I like him a lot.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, he was pretty touted coming in, and then he had that spinning back fist. Yeah, I think he's only going to grow.
Double spinning back fist. Who even DC actually had a good line. He's like, man, you see stuff like that, and you're like glad you retired. It's like,
who would he fight? Who would he fight next?
He's ranked now. He's 14. Where is he? I mean, just get shit. Here you go. Paulo fucking Costa. He said he'd fight anybody in that list. Paulo's ranked 11. That would be a fucking. And Paulo said he's done with his. He's coming. He's headhunting again. He's going into a holds bar. He don't give a shit. And I like that.
No, I would give him a striker and Costa's a striker just to see. Yeah, I wouldn't give him some kind of grappler or anything like that.
Let him jump up a little bit. He's got a lot of hype behind him. Or let him fight Michelle Pieta.
Yeah. No, the thing about the Bullet,
give him a guy ahead of him.
He's not very big. Like, he doesn't look like a big 185er. Like, these other guys look like they're 20 or 30 pounds heavier.
He doesn't, but he also, he looks like a natural. I don't know. He looks fucking huge in some of his photos. Did you see that post-fight picture of him with, like, the bandana?
No, let me look.
That's a scary-looking motherfucker. He beat some dude up because he was kissing his own girlfriend. That's insane.
He doesn't look that. He looks like a welterweight more. I don't know. At least, I mean, if you look at him compared to Costa or Drakus or these other guys, he doesn't really look.
I don't know. Dude, he's fucking jacked.
I mean, yeah, but
Costa, but also other guys now. Bringing up, all right, like Costa, Yoel Romero, maybe even those guys don't count. They're fucking 205ers easily. Costa,
they don't count.
They don't count.
That's the count.
First off, Yoel Romero was dying to make weight. Costa seems to do it fine. I guess Dragus is, but Dragus isn't that tall. I think Shara is pretty tall.
How tall is he?
Let's see.
I'm gonna guess 6'2". Doesn't even say.
6'2".
6'2", yeah.
2 inches taller than Dragus. Dragus is 6 feet, unless he's wearing his lifts.
Yeah, I'd give him a striker. I wouldn't, that. I mean, yeah, since he's ranked, I mean, Anthony Hernandez would be a good fight.
I'm saying let him jump. I mean, even Jack Hermanson. I'm saying let him jump the line a little bit. Costa doesn't have a fight booked. I'm not even sure if Hermanson.
But Hermanson's more of like a grappler kind of guy, right?
Yeah. I mean, dude, he's Russian. So his last name is Magomedov. Are you going to argue with that?
No, I'm tired of arguing with these idiots about that name. Yeah, that's just
cursed name.
Yeah, Jeff Neal got the job done against Dos
that was some hands of steel. I think RDA still ranked. Get him the fuck out of there.
Is he?
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, let me.
I think if you become champion, you're going to be ranked for at least 5 more years.
I don't know. He's done enough. He's done enough for me.
Where is he at? He's got to be at the bottom, right?
He's 15. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what's next for him. I mean, he's gotten up there with age. Yeah. I don't know.
He fought at welterweight. Well, yeah, he's still ranked at lightweight. But he should. Yeah, he ought to just
lightweight. When was this time he fought lightweight?
I don't even exactly.
Him versus Pimblett would be kind of fun.
He just fought a 10 welterweight. He ought to just retire. If he's not going to retire, he needs. I don't think so. He just needs to fucking go.
Give him Pimblett.
RDA?
Yeah, I think it's a fun fight.
Man, maybe. I say
Pimblett hasn't looked that great lately.
He hasn't. I mean, he's looked, all right. Dude, how about
oh wait, he submitted Bobby Green. Forgot about that.
I know. How about that shit with that tweet, like just that beef that Patty and Ilia had? How great is that aged?
Oh yeah. Well, they'll never fight each other. Topuria. I think Topuria's gonna sit at 45 for a little while, but yeah. Is there anything else on this card that we didn't touch on?
Let me look here.
Ankalaev's fighting Pereira next. I mean, that's a no-brainer, right?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that fight with him and Rakic. We already said that. I don't want to talk too much about Magomed Ankalaev unless he's flat on his fucking back.
Yeah, that's an easy one to make. Yeah, any other fights? I didn't really watch the undercard.
Dude, you missed a banger in that pre-humans fight.
The what?
The pre-human.
Pre-human.
Myktybek. He looks like an early human. Like he looks like an actual caveman. And I mean that with
Oh yeah. Damn, dude, he was minus 275.
Yeah. It was a hard decision. I think one judge gave him let me make sure.
Who do you think won? Or is it like you could see it
I
going
thought it was Rebecca. Yeah, one judge gave it to him. One judge gave it to Orolbai, and I can kind of see why they gave it to him. Like towards the end, Rebecca had the more brutal shots. He had him cut open, but I mean, early in the fight, Myktybek's eye was like swollen as shit, and they were already talking about like, oh, maybe they'll stop it. Leron Murphy beat Ige too. That was another one I fucked up. I thought Ige, after all the short notice fights, finally getting one to kind of train for, he'd really come up, victorious, but I was wrong on that one.
I think that's why guys don't like the short notice because, like, well, when he did what he did, because he like takes an L, or like you're more than likely going to take an L, and then you try and fight fairly soon after that, and you take another L, you're adding up 2 L's pretty quick, and 2 L's in the MMA is like a lot. Yeah, I mean Dana will cut your ass over 2 L's. Like, I mean, honestly,
I will say it looks like Dana does take, like, he knows, like, he takes a short notice into effect. Like
I think so too. But like when 5 years from now you're going to see that, you're not going to.
Yeah.
Most people won't remember that. But yeah, no, respect's always there for Ige. I don't know what's really next for him, but yeah, I think we touched on 308 a decent bit. All right, we're moving on to the fight nights tomorrow. Not a bad fight night card, thank God. I've been kind of waiting for a decent fight night card. I've kind of talked about with Bobby's, like, dude, like the UFC's just gotten so watered down. They just stack these cards.
Oh shit! I didn't even fucking realize this. That's fucking. Oh yeah, I've been seeing the shit for this. Damn, looking at fucking Derrick Lewis on a fucking like stoop on a main. I mean, he's still fighting on a main card, but oh how they've fallen. Mike Malott, you think he comes out and finally gets something?
Who?
Mike Malott.
Let me see who this cat is. I gotta see.
He was the Canadian dude. He's
a big favorite.
Yeah, he's always a big favorite. I think he lost. Let me see. Before I start talking to my ass.
Submission, KO, submission, and then he lost by knockout versus Magomedov.
Every time Canadians fight, like it's a whole Canada. At least the last time they did, it was a fucking shit show.
Where? Oh, it's in Canada.
Yeah. Neal Magny beat him last fight, and I think he lost. No, he won.
Dude, they don't even fight in the U.S. anymore. If they do, it's at the stupid Apex, which I'd like to watch on TV. But like, bro, they got like, I feel like most of the pay-per-views are not even in, not pay-per-views. Just most of the fights aren't even in the U.S. anymore.
They got some in Vegas. They'll have some in Texas. Why don't they never have a fight in like LA. And they had one in Salt Lake City recently, with Pieta.
Yeah. But it seems like it's always like one in New York in November. Abu Dhabi like twice, 2 or 3 times a year. Yeah, Salt Lake City seems to get one every year. Dallas had one 2 years ago. LA, I don't know, but I understand.
Like Vegas is close enough.
I like the England ones. Those are always live. I don't know, dude. It just seems like they're getting away from the U.S. a little bit, and then when it's in the U.S.,
need to try to go to one of the London cards.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Don't they fight at like 1:00 in the morning though?
I could do that.
Oh wait! Did you see the card I was looking at? I was bored the other day. November 23rd. They fight in a country I've never even heard of. Do you wanna guess what time the prelims start that day in the US?
2 a.m. I don't know.
Yeah, no, literally 2 a.m.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Wait.
It's a fucking awesome card, like a fight night card. It's Jan versus Figueiredo. I love that fight. And I'm gonna have to wake up at 6:00 in the morning to watch it. I don't know. Maku? I don't know.
I think that's is that fucking and what is SAR? Oh, Macau?
Macau? I don't know. I'm an idiot. I don't know.
China.
China?
I think. Yeah, it's fucking China. They're
Yeah,
fighting.
I do see a couple Chinese people on
I'm
here.
pretty sure that's how you say. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it, Macau. Oh, I didn't even see. All I saw was Macau SAR. Look at it again. It says China right fucking next to it. I'm an idiot. Galaxy Arena.
It
Yeah,
says
in Yan
Kote.
kind of Chinese.
Who? Yan?
Yan, yeah, he's like. I'm pretty sure he's like half Chinese. Or
What?
something like that. Yeah, that's where his last name comes from.
This is news to me. I didn't know that. But yeah, no, we gotta wake up at like 6 a.m.
I just typed in Piotr Yan Chinese. Yan was born to a father of mixed Chinese and Georgian Russian descent, and they
So
Russian.
he's like a third or a quarter.
Yeah, he's got enough.
He's got enough.
Enough to headline a card.
Interesting. Yeah, no, you gotta wake up at like fucking 6 a.m. to watch these idiots fight. I'm like,
that's crazy that they really fuck with the London crowd. Like, that's so funny how they're just like, yeah, fuck it, you guys gotta wake up at 2 a.m. because we're catering to the audience. And then they go to China and they're like, we cater to you guys.
I guess just I don't know what that's about.
Honestly, well, here's the thing. Here's probably why it is. I bet the UK already has a solid UFC following, so they're just like, fuck it, they'll do what we say. China's real. China one is a Chinese company, and one is a competitor to the UFC. So I think they might be they might be competing with one like that weekend at least. Yeah, one UFC does stuff Friday. I think they do stuff Saturday. I can't really remember.
Wait, you're saying the UFC is going to compete with ONE FC? They don't compete with ONE FC
in China. No, like, are you talking about like a fight? I'm talking about like business wise competing. Like.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. It's pretty popular over there.
It's very. I mean, it's a Chinese organization, and it's headed out of there. So I'm sure that it's huge over there. So they're probably going to be like, here, look, we'll cater to you guys. Don't go to the one event. Come to UFC.
Yeah, I could see that. I thought it was in like is it not Taiwan?
One of the dudes fighting Thailand. His name. One of the guys fighting, his name is Muslim. His name is Muslim Salikov. He's Russian.
Did you see the guy's name at the bottom? He's like the fourth fight up. I'm not even gonna pronounce that, but it's match 11. He's 8-0. He's a flyweight. I don't even know what flag. I don't even know what flag this is.
Holy shit, Mongolia.
Yeah.
Mongolia. Damn.
I like, dude. I always love the guys who
fucking hard, bro.
I love the guys who don't have pictures too. Those are my favorite.
Jargal. I see his face. He looks very Mongolian. Tumen Demberl, dude. He's got fucking horse riding genetics like no other. They say, here's a random history fact. They say the Comanche Indians may actually descend from Mongols the way human migration patterns happen. So they say like maybe the Mongols came, or a sect of them, people like from Mongolia went, up and around the land bridge, came, settled as Comanches. And that's why they could ride horses so well, that genetic memory.
Well, if you're tuning in.
So ride the horse that is, let me go back down. That is Nyaman Jargal Tumen. That almost sounds Nordic. Tumen Demberl. I'm sure I'll butcher the fuck out of that.
I think you got it right, man.
Dude, if he walks out to some like throat singing or something, I'm gonna go dumb. He might be like my new favorite fighter.
Oh wait, R.I.P. Roselius, that guy, that Cuban fighter who was supposed to be all that.
Yeah.
He already got cut, bro.
Yeah, Robin. I can't. Yeah, he's got a fucked up name too.
Roselius or something.
Already got cut. We've talked about him on the podcast before he came. I was like, he might be the boogeyman. Oh my god, he's a big Taekwondo guy. I should have known after his first fight. He got the knockout, but like it was in like he like fell backwards, and I was just like, all right, like that was a little sloppy.
It was so fast. I don't know. Didn't he get a win? He won, and then he lost, and then I think he won again, and then he got cut, I think.
Yeah, I mean, look, what are you gonna do? He
Yeah.
tried. He did his best. I don't see him. I mean, he can go and try to fight a little more. That dude's old. Remember, like he was like
Yeah, he was old. I do remember that. He's like 37 or something.
yeah, that was a fun little pet project.
Yeah.
But that's usually how it is whenever you're like an early guy in the UFC and you don't have. If he would have gotten a crazy knockout, made a name for himself, and then maybe gotten some bangers, but just getting starched in 2 fights, you only sign a 3-fight contract. Sorry, bud, we're not re-signing you.
Yeah. All right. Well, we kind of got away from the fight night for this for tomorrow. We're gonna quickly go through it. The women's fight: Jamie Lynn Horth versus Ivana Petrovic. Who do you got?
I don't know. I'm just so excited.
I'm taking Ivana. I always take the underdogs with women fights. They usually pay out pretty well statistically. So I'll go with that. Chad Angliger versus Cody Gibson. Cody Gibson was on the recent Ultimate Fighter, I think, wasn't he?
Holy shit. Yeah, I'm gonna also go with the underdog on that one, by the way, the Croatian woman. But Cody Gibson, yeah, I remember him.
Yeah.
Let's go Gibson. I'm probably gonna bet mostly away from Canada. Hopefully they can prove me wrong in their home. But every time the Canadians fight, whenever it's a Canadian card, they shit the bet.
All right. City versus Armfield.
Let's go with the Ukrainian. I like hardship.
All right, that's fun. Romanov versus Rodrigo Nascimento.
Pretty even. I'm gonna go with the Moldovan in Romanov.
All right, I'll do that as well. Jack Shore versus Zala. He's a big favorite.
Yeah. I'll go with Yusuf. Even though I like the guy from Wales, they talk funny over there.
All right. Victor Henry versus Charles Jourdain. I'm going Jourdain.
I like Jourdain. I picked him his last fight and he failed me, but I'm gonna go with him again. He's a slight favorite right now, and I like his fighting style. And he's fighting in his home, but hopefully he doesn't shit the bed like they always do.
Yeah, I like Jourdain a good bit. The Sylvia versus I'm not even gonna try Jasmine something. Who do you got?
Yeah, let's go with the Brazilian on that one, the underdog.
Yeah, I'll go with that too. I like the plus money with women. Pedro Munoz versus Zahabi.
I'm gonna go with the O'Malley killer, Pedro Munoz.
I'm gonna go with Zahabi on that one. Malo versus Mallet or Malo versus Giles, Trevor Giles.
It's Malott. I want to go. I mean, I know he lost his last one. He kind of looked like shit, but let's go with Malott.
All right. Dustin Stolovus versus Marc-Andre Barlot. I've seen him fight a couple times. He's got to be old, huh? How old is this dude? 34? Yeah. I feel like I've seen him forever.
Who?
You're going to Marc-Andre?
Sure.
Okay. Ribeiro. Yeah, I'll go with him. Fuck it. Machado versus Ribeiro. Ribeiro looks like a freaking serial killer.
Yeah, I'll go on Ribeiro on the fact that he's a serial killer.
Yeah, I'll do that as well.
I'm gonna go
Lewis. Yeah, I'll go Lewis too. Plus money. It's hard to beat. This other guy's 8-0. That's interesting.
Jhonata, Diniz. I mean, he's a dog too, but I get it. He's hadn't looked great in his last few. Who is he? Wait, is he fighting a fucking wrestler? If he is, I'm gonna be pissed.
I mean, you saw what he did with Curtis. He could do it again.
Yeah, but then he fought what's his name?
That boring fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you're talking
about. I can't remember his name because I don't watch his fights because he's stupid. This guy's last fight was won by. He's won via KO before. He's got 7 wins by knockouts, 6 first round.
Yeah, I've seen this guy. This guy is good. I'll go with Lewis just because. Yeah, I don't know. Rose versus Blanchfield.
Dude, honestly, I'm going Blanchfield.
Yeah, I think Rose's best days are behind her. Moreno versus Albazi.
I'm going Moreno. Albazi's got a crazy story, but fucking, I love Brandon Moreno.
Yeah. All right. Well, that just about does it. Anything else you want to touch on real quick? Anything?
You want I mean,
rant
take
about
my
for 30
gambling
seconds.
advice. If you don't, you're a loser. I don't know. You should leave the country.
You're a loser. You don't get it.
You're a loser if you're not gambling based on my advice. You're a loser. You're a loser.
Exactly. Who wins the presidential election?
Everyone loses.
All right, that's the best
But
answer you can
honestly,
get.
I don't know. Let's get political here. I've wrote in Kanye.
Nice. I think you and 1,000 people or 1,000,000 other people did as well. So
God,
I
what if he
also
gets
write in
elected?
Luis Flores. Luis Flores, if you're listening.
You have a big day ahead of you, Luis.
Yeah. Look out. Luis just wakes up. He's just president. He's like, what? What?
Oh shit.
Fuck, dude. Yeah.
That
All
would
right.
suck. I barely know what a tariff is. All right.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys for the next card. So.